Hey everybody, it's me Shawnee, I'm back. I just wanted to make one more video because I want to ask you all to do me a favor. I just feel like in this world there's a lot of things going on, and if we don't speak out, then people don't know the truth about things. So as I said before, to everybody who is able to watch this video, and part one of the video, because I believe I'm gonna make this part two, is about internet dating. I gave a little bit more detail, but on part two of this video, I would like you all, anybody who has a story, to make your own video and submit it as a video response, or you can just make your own video and just make a title similar to my video, which will be the truth about internet dating, my experience. The truth about internet dating, my experience. Because my thing is, and what I want is, I don't want people to make videos if you've had a good experience. That is good. I know a few of you out there, and that's fine. But what is going on in at least in our country that I know about, is that people are making videos. People have like to tell their stories on the internet and on TV about the positive things that have happened to them, and that's fine. But in a way, it's not, because a much higher percentage of people have had horrible experiences with meeting people on the internet. And so once again, if you didn't watch the first portion of this video, please watch the show Catfish. Watch part one of this video to hear my experiences with internet dating that I went through when I first got into the internet around between 2000, the year 2000 and 2003, and hear why I am against internet dating. And I just want anybody who has had a bad experience to start speaking out, because I think it's a shameful thing, and a lot of people don't want to say anything because it's embarrassing. But you know what? You may be saving someone else's life if you talk about what happened to you. And the reason that I want everyone to look up the show Catfish and see what time it comes on in your area and start watching it, and go and find out about the previous episodes and watch those as well, is because you need to see all of the things that the guy who is the host of this show is exposing. He was duped, and he has his own documentary and about what happened to him, how he was fooled by somebody on the internet. And what he does is, you could call into him if you were dating somebody or talking to somebody online, and you could have had him to go with you to meet the person. Before he goes, he does all this screening and searching the person on the internet for you. He digs as deeply into the person's background as he possibly can, and then also the person knows that they're going to be filmed. That's another thing. So just watch Catfish. It'll give you a lot of ideas about what people do on the internet and why they do it. It puts up a lot of red flags that you may not think of on your own. So I want people to watch. And the best way to meet a person is through a family member or a friend or your neighbors. Why? Because they can give you a long history of that person's life. If there's something mentally ill, mental illness, or drug addiction, past marriages and relationships, things like that, you can know it. But how do you expect to know anything about a person that you meet on the internet when you don't even know if the profile picture is the real picture? You just, there's no way for you to completely know if this is the person or not, and I'm just pleading with you guys to stop meeting people on the internet. It's really not good. And you're gonna have to pray, go to more church functions, and and try to meet people, meet a guy that way, especially those of us who's supposed to be saved. You know, I don't know why we're doing this. But there's so much bait. You know, I feel like all these dating sites are bait, and they try to make you seem like it's a safe process, but they can't really protect you. You know, they really can't. As I said, anyone can get on the internet. Right now, I can do it and just create a fake profile, you know, and no one will know that I'm the person behind, you know, that fake profile and that fake photo, you know. So, please, people need to hear your stories. If you know, what I just want just any tips, you know, that I haven't thought of or I haven't talked about, you know. And there's a lot of things that I do, but right now, you know, I don't know why everything isn't coming to me all at once, but there's just a lot of things you can do, and there's a lot of things people don't know. Just one of the things was somebody was able to get into my Facebook friends, and this has happened on more than one occasion. Somebody was able to make themselves my Facebook friend, and I don't know how they got there. And then they just started trying to chit chat with me, but I don't know how they even became my friend. This is how dangerous the internet is. Do you know that when you chat online with somebody, that a person can try to get your IP address, and if they, you know, really know what they're doing, did you know that they can get your IP address and lock down your location to exactly where you are? Did you know that when you take pictures through any of your devices, do you know that you need to remove the information from the pictures before you upload them, because people can pinpoint where you are, you know, things like that. So, you know, be safer on the internet. You know, people are telling people where they work. I mean, you give so much information. It takes nothing for a stalker to stalk you, because you're a person that, you know, you're happy-go-lucky, you like to talk, and, you know, and I feel sorry for people like that, because I'm not that kind of person that just spews out all my personal information. So I'm starting to really feel sorry for people who they don't have the sensor in them that I do. And they're just so happy-go-lucky, even as adults, that they don't realize, look, you just put your date, your where you work, you put where you go to school, you put all this information, and it just wouldn't take anything for a person to come after you and do whatever they wanted to, because they can just sit back for a while and learn your whole routine, and then swoop, what's done is done, you know. So you have to be careful, you know. And, you know, I mean, I can't emphasize that part enough, but please do some videos yourselves talking about this. Give any tips and advice that you can give of how we can expose these people who are out here pretending to be people that they're not. I don't want to hear any success stories about, you know, you meeting somebody online. You know, there's some dangerous stuff going on here. Young kids, two young girls, another story I left out, met some guys on the internet, and then they met them. After they met them in person, long story short, the girls are dead. They died last year, not last year, year before last now, in 2011. And the reason that they died is because they met these guys online, and these guys turned out to be horrible. Before it was all over with, they were beating the guy. One of the guys beat on one of the girls. The other girl, the girl was going to end up testifying against him in court. So he goes and snatch her and her best friend, put them in the trunk, take them away in front of her father. The father tried to fight, kills the girls, and buries them. Meeting guys on Facebook. This is the original place they met the guy. Just came to my mind. African girl I used to work with. Her sister met a British man on the internet. He wined her and dined her, bought her all kinds of jewelry and stuff. Paid for her ticket to leave Africa and come with him to Great Britain. Next thing you know, they found her in a ditch. They found her in a ditch, beaten badly with a brick. She had married the man and everything. So I'm just saying, please, guys, share your stories, share your thoughts. If it's not a story that you went through yourself, I still want you to share it. If you know friends and family who've been hurt or whatever, duped out of their money, people need to wake up. We need to start mingling more with people who are right next to us and stop doing this through electronics because it's not safe. Okay, thank you all for listening to me. Please give me your comments and your video responses. I love you all. May you have a very blessed and safe new year.